know the funk.
Hey, what's up?
But it'll give you what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here we are.
Yo, we back. NHFA in your face. Bringing you something good to you.
Let me put on my sunglasses so you can see what I ain't looking at.
It's our time to shine. It's our time to grind. It's the phone in the phone that makes us stay. It's in the DNA. H2O, the water we drink. Living and driving and digging.
What's happening? What's happening, y'all? All my funky friends out there chilling with us, hanging with us, funking it up. Brand new year, 2021. Welcome to our very first show on this brand new format. 9 on the Grind TV is proud to present Funk from the Front Seat. And we'll be getting into that and talking about some other things that we got popping up. I want to thank everybody, and I really, really appreciate everybody for tuning in, hanging out. I know I got a lot of peeps out there that's going to tune in throughout the show. So y'all sit back, relax. We got a lot of stuff to set up on this very first show on this brand new network that we're working with. We're going to be doing some stuff with another network called SSA TV, Syndicate Streaming Association Television. We're going to be dropping that in Black History Month. So y'all hang out. I'm going to try to, make everybody feel comfortable. I'm going to love up on you guys a lot today because I know we all need that. We're still in the melange of the hangover of 2021. It was almost like nobody knew what to do, yesterday because we're like, well, damn, we went through this whole thing. What do we do now? So I'm going to kind of hip you to some things that might be able to get you going, some positive affirmation. As always, my mantra for this show, for this year, and this is my second season starting, so I'm blessed and grateful to have that. Mad shouts out to, the previous network, IBM, for hooking me up, and now I got my own thing, so it's kind of cool. So yes, peace, love, and harmony is going to be my mantra, one of them, anyway, for this year. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, smoke them if you got them, have a little sip of your Grand Marnier, whatever it is, And you guys can definitely comment in the comment section. My man will put it up for me, and I want to, say and give a mad shout out, and he'll be coming on at the end, popping in. Still my producer and director, Mr. Mark Lee. Thank you, Mark, and it's so nice to see you. This very first show of 2021, the man behind the glass, making it happen. He's the one that does my graphics and puts up all the pictures and the music and all that good stuff. It takes a team to make this work, and we have a powerful team behind us. Trust me when I tell you. So again, peace, love, and harmony. Welcome right here. Brand new Funk Network. 9 on the Grind TV, and I'm very blessed to have that. And I got a lot of people I'm advertising for, and I'm grateful to have those people behind us supporting us. And we'll be advertising their stuff throughout this year. You'll see a lot of new stuff coming on. So we're going to try to make it a lot more interactive than last year. We learned a lot. We're going to learn from our mistakes and keep it moving. We definitely got a lineup that we're going to tell you every week, and you'll know in advance what shows are coming on, so you'll get a chance to check all that out. So we got a lot to chop up today. We got a lot to do. I'm going to give some personal shout outs to a lot of people throughout the show, this very first show, so we're going to cover that as well. So first of all, thank you and welcome to our very first show on, Funk from the Front Seat on 9 on the Grind TV. And excuse me, I'm still hungover from New Year's night, y'all. Yeah. So we're going to laugh about that too. So check it out. StreamYard, I'd like to thank you for hosting 9 on the Grind TV and doing all the good things that you do on the StreamYard network and this platform. If you guys don't know about it, y'all can check that out. I'm also going to get involved with Patron, which my friend Chrissy Key Rollins, life coach and healer, restoration healer, it told me about. And it's all over the place, Patron. So we'll be talking about that in a few other shows. So I want to thank StreamYard. I want to thank YouTube for always going live and keeping it real. YouTube, we love you. I definitely want to thank, Facebook. how could we do it without them? Because Facebook right now is all over the joint. You know what I'm saying? So Facebook is doing some good things, and we're going to try to keep it real with those platforms, because we want to do things right on this show. So here we are, Funk from the Front Seat, 2021. Today's January 2nd. 2021. We already into the second day. So whatever you got popping and whatever you got going on, you 2 days in already. So let's make it work. Let's make it real. I'm going to be referring to Prince's song a lot. Let's work. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. Let's go to work. I'll be dropping some serious Bootsy Collins quotes. The power of the one, Bubba. I'll be dropping that as well. I'm going to have to take off my funky sunglasses and put on my regular glasses because I want you guys to see my eyes, and I want to see yours as too. All right, so here we go. Let me put these on. Much better. I can see. Now, first of all, I'm going to get to this. If you lost somebody last year or somebody's pending and they're getting ready to leave, know that I care about you guys. I love you guys. If you're feeling some type of way, and you know that, you might not want to talk to anybody, feel free to always look me up. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can hit me at Twitter. I'm on all of those platforms. So you can find me and always call me, ring me, text me, email me, message me. I'll be more than happy to sit and talk with you. And, we help work through our problems together. That's what it's about. So if you're feeling some kind of way and you just don't think that, there is a tomorrow, trust me, tomorrow is here. So we made it. There is a tomorrow. There is light at the end of the tunnel. The Creator, in the infinite wisdom of the universe, always wants us to do better and help people. So I need you guys to understand that there's always somebody for you. Use the power to one, And Funketeers, you know how we roll. Club Funketeer ambassadors and all the Funketeers around the world, the Mothership Connection, all of that good stuff related to Parliament Funkadelic, P-Funk, and all of that good stuff, man. You guys can always find and reach out to a Funketeer. If you lost somebody, I'm so sorry. We love you and we send our condolences and our prayers and thoughts to you. If, you feel in some type of way about, hurting yourself or harming yourself, I don't care how old you are, young you are, I need you to not do that. I need you to call me, pick up the phone. If you're depressed or you're feeling sad in any kind of way, reach out to me. I'm all over Facebook. You can find me all the time. I'm usually up 24 hours a day, 365. So please, and as we move forward, if you had a birthday or today's your birthday. I think yesterday was Dawn Silver's birthday. Happy birthday, Dawn. We had a lot of birthdays, a lot. My girl Carmen over Germany, Australia, her birthday was all December 30th. There were a lot of good December birthdays, Capricorn, Sagittarius going forward. And, I always want to acknowledge people's birthday because it is a blessing to see another year around this crazy ass planet. You know what I mean? And also, if you have an anniversary, you were married, or anniversary of, a birth of your child, and that's an anniversary, or any type of anniversary, you got a promotion or something good happened to you and it's the anniversary day. Know that people care about things like that. Your personal lives are your personal lives, but it's okay to share happiness. We've shared so much sadness and so much negative energy, and through nobody's fault, it was just around us. So now this year, let's start out by sharing something positive. So if you guys are out there and you're listening, on your own private social media page, wherever it may be, just share something positive, that happened for you. And know that, hold on one second. And I had to get my screen bigger. Sorry. And know that your positive energy and messages also lead to a positive message for others, so other people can gravitate to those messages. Other people can say, hey, I had something positive or whatever too. So share some of those things. It's perfectly okay. Peace, love, and harmony. That's what it's about. So here we are, 2021. I know we've already had, something happen with the I don't know if they're stimulus checks. I don't know if you want to call it recovery checks. What I call them is your own money checks because it's your own money. Don't ever let the government tell you they're giving you anything, because they are not. It's your own money. So I know a few people that got them. I'm glad you guys got them. I hope they keep rolling out, and that's what we need, because we still have to recover. This is not a stimulus. It's a recovery. People say stimulus like, oh, it's going to stimulate us to this massive growth economically. Wrong. All it's going to do is try to keep your head above water, those of us that are trying to float, right? And there are a lot of us, and it's going to be like a recovery thing. It's not going to be no, hey, I could go out and buy extra stuff. It's just going to help you get the things that you barely need, that you could barely afford, and that you really need. It's really going to help you maybe for a week or two, and that's about it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying it needs to be a lot more. Okay, so let's not get that twisted. It's not a stimulus, it's a recovery. We're trying to recover. We're not trying to stimulate anything. Those of us that haven't been able to work. Now, another thing I want you guys to notice, on the crawl, on the bottom, you're going to see a lot of different advertisements, things that support us and things that we support on the show on Funk from the Front Seat, on 9 on the Grind TV. We apologize, we're not quite up and running with our graphics as of yet. But as the weeks go by, you'll see different graphics and you'll see different intros and things like that. But because this is so important, we wanted to get this show on the road. So that's what we're going to do. And you're going to see, all of the radio stations that promote Nappy Head Funk Army music and that promote funk music. You're going to see them on the bottom, like my man down there, Uncut Funk with Philly Phil. You're going to see P-Funk Radio. You're going to see Afterglow 92416, Benevolent Funk and Otis Hawk, and that crew. You're going to also see, and very important, the Boot Cave, Bootsy Collins, Peppermint Patty. You guys are doing an amazing job. All of the charities and things that they actually run, and all of the charitable events and organizations that they are involved in, is very, 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 very cool. And thank you, Patty, and thank you, Bootsy, for allowing us to run your foundations and things like that. So you're going to see this nonstop on my new platform right here. We're going to promote the hell out of everything, because that's what the funk is about. Helping other people, promoting other people, and sharing the love, spirit, and, the harmony, again, peace, love, and harmony of funk, because that's what it's about. That's what Funketeers do. When it comes down to 2021 and things that can kind of get us going in the right direction, and again, I know everybody's kind of feeling this malaise about, oh, what do I do? How do I get it going? It's very cool to just have an idea, right? And pass that idea on to others. But there are billions of ideas out there. So whatever your idea is, know this: it's your own unique, and I'll say that again, it's your own unique idea, right? The creator put that thought in your brain, and your brain only. So it's up to you out there to push that forward. We get the message from the creator, but then we have to push it out ourselves. Creator can't do everything for us, and believe me, it's not going to happen that way. You have to really be willing to get out, get on your hands and knees, and push and grind whatever it is you want out. And if there was ever a time to do it, it is 2021. Okay, because pretty much, other than some other catastrophe, we've pretty much seen something really horrible happen to us as fellow human beings. And I say that with all honesty, fellow human beings. Doesn't matter, black, white, straight, gay, rich, poor, doesn't matter. We were all fellow human beings, and we have a fight to continue to fight. It's important. Wear your mask. You see, here's my daughter. They got me this one, right? Aliens. Hand sanitizer. All of this stuff is still important, and we're going to talk about the vaccine in a minute, but know that we still have to continue to do all of the things necessary to keep us safe. And I want to re-emphasize that. Just because someone's getting a vaccine in Michigan or New York doesn't mean people in South Carolina or Virginia are safe. You feel me? So wherever you are, yes, you're getting the vaccine, but no, you still have to do the proper things until they call off the dogs with this vaccine and with COVID. We still have to protect each other. Spatial distancing, right? Social distancing, because Spatial distancing, I don't know you, you don't know me. You have to stay away from me. Social distancing, yes, we know each other, but we still have to stay away from each other. Mask, hand sanitizer, wash your hands, and just do all the right things. It's not about being anti this or pro that. It's not about red state, blue state, yellow jacket, green jacket. All of that stuff is irrelevant. It's about everybody pulling together like the country had to do in the 40s, like the country has done many times before, right? Just to help us get over this hump, like P-Funk said, got to get over the hump, got to get over before we go under. We got to get over the hump. That's what we got to do. So if we know this and we see other people responding to this in a negative way, I think it's okay to tap them on the shoulder and say, yo, where's your mask? Yo, why aren't you trying to, keep up with the times? The earth will always evolve. The earth will always change. The earth, Mother Earth herself, will always make sure that it takes care of Mother Earth. Mother Earth can kick us off at any time. And, a lot of my friends, we talk about this. I was talking to my friend Brenda the other day, and we was talking about this, and it's very important. Mother Earth can kick us off. It doesn't really matter. Whatever Mother Earth decides, Mother Earth decides. So as we continue to grow and understand more about our society, and a lot of things have been unveiled, and that was my mantra for last season's show. The unveiling has begun, and I always talked about that on my show. Well, this year it's about love, peace, and harmony. Now that we've unveiled the truth, we've unveiled the evil, we've unveiled the deceit, and we've brought back to light yet once again racial disharmony, systemic racism. Now it's time to act on those things in a positive way, okay? In a very positive way. Understand, we have to stay positive, even though, if, the comparison was always, well, who are you most like, Malcolm or you're most like Martin? Now, me personally, I was always Malcolm. I have nothing against Martin, but I was always Malcolm. Let's do something, and let's not let people kill us. All right. Now that doesn't make one or the other wrong. That's just my personal choice. And I love Martin too. I think eventually, if had they lived, both of them would have came to a mutual understanding on how to make it better for Black and brown skinned people. Right. So let's look at it this way. If we're talking about, okay, how can we make things better? Let's start in our own communities. Number one, let's stop with the killings. Already, there's been shootings in, Baltimore and New Orleans and this and that already, right? We one day in. Yet people want to continue to try to kill each other. Right here in Durham, 2-3 days ago, somebody at the bus stop, gangs, this and that. So what's that about? That's not, quote unquote, the white man coming in your neighborhood killing you. You're doing the job for the system. So if you're killing each other, you're actually doing the work. So why would you want to do that? What is in your mind that tells you that, the drug corner or the prostitution trade or whatever trade it is you're trying to protect out there on those corners? What is it in your mind that tells you that that's okay to do and it's not going to be genocide? All right. And a lot of you young people out there, you guys really need to understand and study history. I've met about 80% or 90% of the young people that I have met are brilliant, young, hardworking people that just want to get through life. They get it. But it's that 10 to 12% that's out there that really make everyone else fear. Because what's up, Dr. Brookenstein? How you doing, brother? Happy New Year to you. What happens is, I live by NC Central, one of the historical Black colleges, right? And I'll tell you in a minute why I'm wearing my Jets gear, but we'll get to that. But I live by NC Central, and I pick up these young kids all the time. I live across the street from Duke University, and I live up the street from UNC, Chapel Hill. All right, so I'm right in the middle. I get a really good perspective of young people from all races, creeds, colors, sexual genders, whatever, right? And I talk to these people. I talk to young people. I love talking to young people because they're schooling me. I school them, and they school me. And a lot of times, everybody has the same agenda because they're all preaching and marching for the same thing. I went to 5 protests last year at all of those schools, and everybody was together, mixed. All the schools were going to other schools. Everybody was supporting everybody. Excuse me, sorry. My throat's a little parched. Everybody was supporting everybody. So the one thing that I found out and that I loved about it is that because everybody kind of gets it in this new generation, you still got that 10 to 12% of knuckleheads that don't ever want to see peace, that don't ever want to see harmony. Okay. Now, for the most part, other than say some type of mental defect, for the most part, love is born into every child. You know what I mean? Hate is taught, and I'm not saying you have those rare occasions with serial killers and things like that where no, they just have a defect as far as I'm concerned. And I can't say the technical term, but it's something in their DNA, in their brain matter, whatever it is, that just makes them like that. But for the most part, you can take a child and put him in a home, and whatever he or she sees in that home is going to reflect in those early years of how they act later on in life. Okay. So is there a way, and you guys can chime in on this, and please feel free to comment on the bottom. My man Mark will put them up and we chat about it. Is there a way to try to circumvent some of that stuff? And I think there is. I think we have to go back and teach these kids exactly what their history is, not what Jay-Z says, not what Beyonce says, not what the rappers say, not what, somebody on TikTok or your friends say, not all of that. We have to really teach these kids to understand the true history of the world, the planet, not the United States, not DC or Baltimore, or not slavery. You have to go back before slavery. Okay, go back all the way to the Anunnaki and the Sumerian. Go back, predate, what some people would call the Bible. Go back as far as you can and understand how the world was set up. How that continents were not really connected like they are now. So everybody had a tribal mentality. And I'm going to say that again. That's what we have to go back to. Everyone had a tribal mentality. Tribes took care of their tribe. All right. For instance, if you were a medicine man in the tribe, that was your thing. You didn't just dole and pick and choose who you healed. You healed the whole tribe. Therefore, you healed the whole tribe. The tribe was better for it. If you were a hunter, you didn't just hunt for your family. You hunted for the tribe. Again, Native Americans have this down pat. You hunted and did what was best for the tribe. Okay. If you were one of the artists of the tribe and a scribe, or you wrote on cave walls or the Egyptian hieroglyphics, that was your gig, right? You didn't just do it for yourself. You did it for the greater good. And that's what we got to get back to. If you played the lyre or the drums or whatever, you were a communicator. That was your gig. That's what I would have been in Egypt. Anyway, by the way, yes, musicians, right? We're always around, always have been around, always will be around. So y'all keep that in mind. You did it for the greater good. Now, was there a caste system? Yes, sometimes. But for the most part, all the tribes always worked together to help each other unless they were having some type of conflict. But we have to get back to that. We have to stop thinking as individuals, and we have to start thinking as a tribe. The funk community, that's my tribe. That's who I belong to. That's who will support me. That's who I know where I could go when I'm feeling some kind of way. I go back to my tribe. You may have a family tribe. I have a pretty big family. I don't see them a lot, but we were on the thread the other night, New Year's Eve, and we were on the thread, Thanksgiving. And I realized it's like 16 to 20 people. And I didn't even know half the people, but I knew that we were all blood related somehow. And we went back to that. And we made a vow amongst our own families that, hey, let's try to stay in touch more. That's what I'm trying to say. If you guys understand it out there, you'll see what I mean. It's like we have to get back to community. In your community, that's your tribe. So if you're a carpenter, or if you're a plumber, or if you fix shoes, or, if you sell fruit, whatever it is, we don't need to hurt those people. You don't need to be shot by someone in your community, of your community. And most of the time, those killings like that are by people right? Or that know you. We don't need to be doing that to each other. Instead of tearing our tribe down, we need to build our tribe up. And that's my point. Your community, that's your tribe. You know, in the busiest, most metropolitan cities like New York, like Chicago, whatever. Even if you live on a block, and I live in Staten Island, you know, I'm from Bayshore, you know, that's my home, that's my tribe. But then when I lived in Staten Island, you know, I knew everybody on the block, hundreds and hundreds of people. Even if I didn't speak to them, you know each other by sight. You know where they may be going to work. You may say, hey, how you doing, whatever. You may help a lady with their packages. Whatever it is in your community, just try to do that. Don't try to reach beyond something that theoretically you can't reach to, and then you want to still tear down your own community. To me, we have to stop doing that. We have to stop, obviously, systemic racism, but we have to also stop racism within our own race. Why would you want to kill somebody and hurt somebody? Why do we constantly use the crabs in the barrel theory over and over and over? We keep talking about it. We keep preaching about it. You go to church about it. It's on the news. It's all over the place on social media. Yet we keep doing it. Why can't you just stop? Why can't you just stop and think? Is this the best thing for the tribe? Is this the best thing for my family? For me to be in prison after I've taken out a rival gangbanger? How am I helping my family? How am I helping my young son or daughter, or my wife, or my cousin, or my uncle, or my aunt, or my mom, or my dad, if I'm caught up in this whirlwind of gang violence? And I would say the same thing to Aryan Nation, to the Ku Klux Klan. How are you guys making the world a better place by threatening people constantly with your robes and your white gowns and all this other kind of crap? How is that making the world a better place? Is that the best thing for your tribe? Maybe you think it is. I got news for you. Mother Earth says it is not. So you need to pay attention. Everybody out there that's feeling some type of way, that feels that they need violence in their lives, that they thrive on it, that they hate another person because of the color of their skin or their sexual preference or how much money they have or where they live at. Doesn't make any sense. What for? Why? It's not going to help you. If somebody works hard and they get to where they're at, why should I hate Bill Gates? Because he was smart enough to figure out the things he does. Man hasn't done nothing to me. Is he part of the grind in the system? Yes. But on a personal level, I still have to get mine. I can hate on somebody all I want. Is that going to help me get mine? No. The only thing it's going to do is slow me down from getting mine. Because now I'm focused on something else when I should be focused on what the Creator gave me. So that's kind of like, you know, what I'm talking about this year in 2021. We have to really, really, really focus on, you know, what's going to make your community, your tribe, your family, you as a better person. And that's something that I'm going to be focused on. Again, thank you for hanging out with us on Funk from the Front Seat right here on our brand new network, 9 on the Grind TV, brought to you by StreamYard, which is cool. And also you'll see a lot of people on the bottom. We got the Boot Cave down there. Please go and help support Bootsy and Peppermint Patty and their foundations and all the great things that they do. And they're a shining example. And there's someone, those two people are people that I look up to as far as, like, you know, doing my thing and helping others and the music thing. I got Tony Cam on the bottom, Shop Vita, and I'm getting some garb from him too. So you'll see me sporting that as well. Shop Vita, Tony Cam. I can't wait to see that brother. You know, he's coming through, you know, on the Club Funketeers Ball. The Funketeers Ball up in DC. Also, Afterglow 92416, Otis Hawk, Benevolent Funk. I love you guys. You always see me wearing that stuff, and you'll never see me without any Afterglow stuff. Ever, never, never. I'll always have their stuff on because I support what they do, and, you know, I advertise what they do, and they actually, you know, have done a lot for me, and, you know, we're going to be working together with them as well. P-Funk Radio, tune in all the time. You know, you got Robin Denson, Circle of the P, Keith Jackson, JTRP, Brenda Robinson hanging out, and they make things real. Gabe Gonzalez, his show on Wednesday nights is so funked up. Woo! It makes me funky. Makes my body react in a certain way, man. Oh, yeah, mad shout out. We lost the original Pop Locker, so I wanted to say, you know, peace and love to him and his family. I didn't forget that. That was something I wanted to talk about. And Philly Phil, get on the funk bus, you know, always uncut funk. with Philly Phil, keeping it real. And we got a few other people that, we're going to have, advertising and doing advertising with us and for us as well. So you guys stay up on that stuff, man. And, you'll see it on the bottom of my scroll, as well as the nappyheadfunkarmy.com. Go to our website. We're constantly remodeling, rebuilding. And Dr. Brookenstein, he takes care of all of that for me. And I couldn't do it without him. So thank you, Dr. Brookenstein. And the main man behind the glass, my mothership from another mothership, Mr. Mark Lee, my brother from another mother. Thank you, Mark Lee, for hanging out. And at this time, it's like 12:30. I'm gonna let you know next week, who we got on. We got the Club Funketeer Ambassadors, coming on. And then also following the rest of that Saturday, Chrissy Q. Rollins is going to be on the next following Saturday. Then after that, I got Linda Marie coming on. So I'm going to be letting you guys know, on a monthly basis on all my shows who's going to be on for that month, so you can put it in your calendars and check it out. I'll be posting it on Facebook as soon as I finish the show, and I'll also be doing a watch party of all my shows after they are done. So for those of you that missed it, and for my brothers and sisters on the West Coast, you guys can check it out, and make sure. So here we are, 2021, and yeah, that's cool, Mark. Thank you. Holistic Restoration. Chrissy's deep, so we're going to make sure that everybody knows who we got coming on at all times, so you guys won't be able to not find us. And, like I said, Black History Month, we're dropping this thing, SSA, TV, Syndicate Streaming Association Television. And we'll be carrying a lot of different shows, including Funk from the Front Seat, right here on 9 on the Grind TV. So you'll be able to find us. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So all the social media outlets, and I'm probably going to be on TikTok soon, to the advice of my director and producer and good friend, Mark Lee. So I'm going to be, trying to hit as many outlets as I can this year. We're going to try to finish up music for Nappy Head and get that out to you. And again, thank you to all the radio stations that play our stuff, and we really appreciate it, I'm going to switch my roll call that I do at the beginning to the very end. I don't think I need to do 2 roll calls, so I'm just going to do 1, and I'll make sure I get that at the end. And also, too, we may have a surprise calling guest from time to time, depends on people's schedule and, how that goes. So, don't be surprised if we have something a little different to show you guys. So here we are, 2021, Funk from the Front Seat on this brand new platform, that I got going on, 9 on the Grind TV. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my Jets. Hold on. All right. I'm wearing this in honor of New York and, sports and my football team and all that other stuff, but only because we're finally going to move in the right direction. And, we're going to have, a different coach and a different mindset. So to all my Jet fans out there, y'all know I'm a diehard. Out of all the sports teams that I do follow, and I follow some, the Jets, my number 1 squad, you know what I mean? So I grew up with them. My Little League football team went to see Joe Namath. I met Emerson Boozer, Matt Snell. Don Maynard came to our football dinner and handed us out trophies. So I've been a Jet fan for a long time, and man, we are way overdue for a championship. So if you're a Jet fan out there, hit me back on Facebook, man, and let me know your thoughts. What's up, Robin? How you doing? What's up, sweetie? Robin Denson, Austin, Circle of the P on P Funk Radio. Jets, yo, don't be mad at me. I'm a New Yorker. I support your Cowboys. Right? I think you Cowboys, right? I think you are, if I remember correctly. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. I know we're crappy now, but we can't help it. Somebody got to be a Jets fan. And I was born into it. I was born, by Shea Stadium and all that stuff. So it's in me, Jets, Mets. But I think you're a Cowboys fan. So you let me know. And if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm not hating on you. I want to see y'all get in because I got family members that are Cowboy fans. That's what I love about this show. Yo, we keep it real. We keep it real. Thank you, Robert. I love you for that, man. You're all right. Hey, somebody let me know if we're doing, if they're having the Funketeers ball or not, if it's going to be shut down. Somebody hit me so I can promote that as well, because I haven't heard anything from the good brother George, so I'm not sure. Oh, you Dolphins. Hey, oh, no wonder you're in my division. Oh, we enemies now. Yo, Dolphins, I gotta back you up, Robert. Thank you. I love you, but during football season, I don't love your team. And if y'all got a good squad, you got a really good coach, you're actually going to be really, really good. You really are. You was born to be a Dolphin fan. Well, you know what? I'm proud of you. And all the other times, because you're a member of the Funk, and we together on that thing. I'll root for your Dolphins except for when you play us. How's that? Fair enough? Now, come on, you can't have it better than that, Robin. Fair enough. I'll root for you, just not against us. All right? Yeah, see? All right. Okay. Now, listen, here's the deal. If you want me to be a Dolphin fan, you got to send me a Dolphin hat. Because I ain't never going to buy one. And then I'll wear it when you're not playing us. Because, hey, believe me, I love your coach. I love Tua. I love the Dolphins. I just don't know why we were stupid enough to take your old crappy Coach Gase. You know what I'm saying? That was a waste of our time, a waste of 3 years. But we're going to be on the right track. Don't worry. We're holding up the cellar now, Robin, but we'll be back. And let us not forget, my team, you're welcome, sweetheart. Don't forget to tell them about the Funketeers Ball where we actually won the contest. Don't ever forget that. All right, we are the championships. Thank you, sweetie. We are the champions, and I can't wait to get back to the Funketeers Ball again. So me and Mark and my crew that we won, and I only got one right answer, but I'm part of the team. We actually did win that. So you guys know about that. But yes, please, George, if you're out there watching, let me know because I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. And I'll hit you up privately because the Funketeers Ball got postponed twice so far. And, we got to get that going because they got, some serious P-Funk alumni and Skeet. And, a lot of those people are going to be on Tony Cam and Shirley Clinton and all them going to be at the ball. And that's kind of like where all the Funketeers meet up in D.C. So, good Dr. George III. Yeah, and I'm not sure, Robin. I haven't heard. So let me know. And then this way I can promote that as well. And I'll see George next week. And I'll see all you guys next week on the show when we do our, Club Funketeer Ambassadors show, which is always great. Yeah, it's always great. Oh, this time you're going to win? See, I'm sorry. For my audience that don't know, there was a contest at last year's or the year before Club Funketeers Ball. And, you had to know your P-Funk. Now, Robin, I got to give her credit. She knows her P-Funk. She came on and dropped 30, grabbed 10 rebounds and 5 assists. She was crushing her team. The only reason my team won is because we had the ultimate. We had the ultimate gentleman that actually knew how to spell stuff correctly because you had to answer the answers and you had to get the right spelling. I'm a horrible speller. And every time, I think I got one. I think my answer was Tupac when he did California Love. And I got that answer right. I'll never forget that. But Robin, I love you for that, man. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. See, this is what the funk is all about. We get on threads, we support each other, hang out, and we all have a good time. Dr. Brooks was there, no doubt. And what it means is that it's a fellowship, It's a fellowship. When you have a fellowship with people that have the same, hey, Sonia, how you doing, sweetie? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Love you. Stay safe. Sonia Murphy is one of the, first responders. She's down there taking care of things and all that stuff. That's right. We always have fun. But when you're down with the P and you're down with the funk, and this is like a fraternity, it's a family, and, these young ladies and these gentlemen, they have been doing this for a long, long time. And I never was really able to tap into it because of other things that I was doing. In the past year and a half, they've accepted me and treated me, like gold. I couldn't ask for any better family to be a part of. And the funk fraternity, which I was always in, it was just that I wasn't part of this particular one. So I am grateful to you guys and I appreciate all the love and, all in due honesty and all respect to you guys. You guys are amazing. You keep me up when I'm down. And that's a beautiful thing, man. And so getting back to 2021, I'm hoping we have the Funketeers Ball. The month may change, but I'm hoping we can do it because we need to all see each other, man, and spread that love. So that's a beautiful thing. So again, hanging out with us, 9 on the Grind TV in Black History Month. Next month, we're going to drop our Syndicated Streaming Association TV, and we're going to have a bunch of shows, on that platform. And, still going to be on StreamYard. You can still find it on Facebook. You'll be able to find it, on Instagram and on YouTube and on Twitter. There will be many, many links, and Mark Lee is going to be a big part of this as well. So we're going to try to open this thing up for even more Funketeers to join. In my own small little way, I'm just going to try to hold my little hill and keep it moving, keep it rolling, and all that good stuff like that. And then also next week, don't forget Club Funketeers. All the Club Funketeer ambassadors will be on this show, as many as we can hold. And, you know, we're going to talk about stuff, all the good stuff coming up that Boots and Patty are doing. And we're going to have a bright future for 2021. Having a bright future, that's right, Robin, awesome. Having a bright future for 2021 is what we need to look forward to. We've all suffered in this thing, all of us. I don't care who you are. Somehow it has touched you, all right? And we have to be emotionally and mentally and physically strong. So I need you guys to start really honing in on things that'll keep you healthy. I know I am the most unhealthiest eater, and I'm trying to eat right, and I've been trying to do that for the past 4 or 5 months now, get my body right, stay away from the fast food if I can, cook my own food, get back to the basics. Again, that tribal mentality. Let's get back to the basics. Let's try to really, really, really focus on our health, especially as brown and black-skinned people, because if this thing is out there and it's going to continue to be out there, we have to make sure we have all the things in our body we need to fight it off. So take your vitamins, you know, especially black men and women, take your vitamin D, take your vitamin C, you know, take all the necessary things that are safe and that are healthy, you know, that you can keep in your body to keep you going. And a little 420 every now and then ain't going to hurt you. Trust me, I know. So keep that in mind. So now, moving forward, I know everyone has a goal and a dream. Thank you, Robin. I'm glad you're doing that. And you set the example. So you post as much as you need to let people know, hey, stay safe. That's right, echinacea. And I take that too, Dr. Brookenstein, echinacea. You guys continue to put that out there, because somewhere somebody needs this information today. And you guys are a big part of helping people get to that. Okay? So it's important. But going forward, everyone out there has something that they didn't finish last year, myself included, that we're going to get done this year for sure. I don't care what it is. It could be something as simple as finishing a puzzle, you know, finishing something in your home. Zinc and vitamin C. That's right, Sonia. So you guys continue to push that message, please. Please push that. What's up? Oh, Q, dog, my man. Love you, bro. I miss you, man. We'll talk later on tonight after I get home, man. Love you. I got to go to work after this. Love me some Q, man. And God bless you and your family. Yeah, man. So continue to push those messages. And I'll tell you why. Because with this vaccine, right, you know there's going to be some people that is going to have an adverse effect on. And then they're going to try to say, hey, you need something else in your body. But if we continue to pump our vitamins, you know, we'll have a little bit of a resistance to that thing in case it falls back the wrong way. So always, please, take your vitamins. Black men, please go for your prostate exams. You know, black and brown skinned women, please go for your breast exams. Make sure, stay on top of your health is extremely important. And I know the healthcare system works against us. I know there's no money for that. Sometimes you have to choose between a blood pressure pill and chopped meat for your family. And I'm being real. I know. I swear to God, I know. But if you can, you know, try to make sure you get the most important things for your body, whatever that may be. And then, you know, just try to worry about, you know, the other thing, you know, after that. Because if you're not healthy, and, you know, something happens to you, then, you know, you cannot go forward and fulfill your dreams and goals and accomplish your mission. And all of you out there have a mission. We all have a mission, and we're doing that together. It already started. We're all on the right track. We're all on the right track. It's a matter of now, just let's fill up as much of our mental and our emotional baggage as we can and throw it out the window. Fill it up, whatever it is, like Dumpster Funk says, one of my favorite bands. Put it in the dumpster, whatever it is. And I'm not talking Family Matters and things like that. That's right. Healthy living is necessary. That's right, Robin. Put it in the dumpster, put it in the bag, whatever it is, throw it out the window. Do not, if you can help it, bring any of that stuff into 2021. There may be a little lag here or there, and that's fine. But do not let that stuff dictate your mindset for 2021. In 2021, we all have a mission, and our mission is peace, love, and harmony, and taking care of our families and making sure we stay economically viable. Whatever business it is, I don't care if you don't have a penny. Try to start it. Even if you got 1 or 2 or 3 people, following you, helping you, I'll always help you. I'll promote whatever you got. Please, and I don't have a lot of followers. I'm trying to build all that up this year. But please support each other's businesses and ideas and ventures. Don't hate on other people. And there's a lot of love and peace that's always around. But every now and then you see somebody say, oh, well, I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. And that's great. You may feel that way, but you could always help someone else simply by just saying something kind. That's right. No baggage. None of that stuff. Let it go. Relationships, whatever it is. I know I'm going through all of that stuff. Hey, whatever it is, let it go. Put it in the dumpster, because you got to go into this year with the positive mindset, thinking you can move mountains, because each one of you have moved a mountain in your life. I know you have, because I talk to you all. And I know, keepers of the funk, please stay safe so we can enjoy each other in 2021. Q, Otis Hawk couldn't have said it better. I know you all have moved mountains in your life, because I talk to you all. And I'm telling you, if we continue to do this for each other and help each other, and this ain't no economical thing, this is a spiritual thing that we hold each other. Again, let's go back to the tribe. What did our tribes do? What did our ancestors do? How did they survive? They survived because they helped each other. They didn't hate each other. They weren't in the same tribe killing each other. And I'm just saying across the board, I don't exactly know individual stories. I'm just looking back through history. And I read about a lot of this stuff, how they would just help each other, man. And whatever you're good at, Brenda, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? I love you. Shout out from Cincinnati. The Natty's in the house. And don't worry, I'm going to do my roll call in a minute. But Brenda, I love you. She's one of the head Club Funkatea ambassadors. We're going to see her on next week. You get a chance to meet her and hang out. Yeah, Brenda, you mad cool. And her and I talked. We became friends. And, I got you like that, boo. I got you. I love you, man. So, as we grow and as we learn, and this life is a learning and growing experience, you learn many things about how to work with people. Sometimes you got to work with people simply because that's your job, that's your gig. You may not vibe with them at all, but doesn't mean you go into work every day saying, oh, I'm going to hurt Joe, or Jane, I'm going to hurt her, or, Shaquille, I'm going to hate him. You can't go into it with that aspect. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing in your mind is a negative thought, you need to drop down, get down, and figure that out before you head out the door. Don't bring that outside with you. And believe me, I was very guilty of that all the time. I wake up, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I've learned over the past couple of months how to really control that. I don't know if it's whatever, I've gotten older, whatever, man. But I've learned how to do that. That's right. If y'all reading the thread, Robert said we need to get back to that, be villagers, the tribe. See, and you get it. You totally get it. Because as a tribe, we were strong. We were warriors and warrior women. We were. That's why I love that movie Black Panther, because it shows the real, in a fantasy kind of way. That's what's up, Dr. Brookenstein. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are reading the quotes down there, peace and not evil. We can't have people killing each other already. It's like the second day of January, and there's been shootings and stuff. We really, 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 really have to push saving our own lives, because if we do not, we've been committing genocide for so long. We've been taught that that's what we're supposed to do. So we have to unteach our young people and unteach some of these old heads, like, hey, you're not supposed to be that way. You were not designed. Your DNA is not set up that way. You were systematically beat down sometimes by a system that made you that way. So you have to stop thinking that way. And I know there's enough of us out here where we can help. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people are beyond help. Some of our Black men and women, they don't want the help. We cannot continue to waste huge amounts of time. Once, twice, 3 times, maybe. But after that, if they don't get it, then we got to move on to the next person. And that's something that I see sometimes, and I'm guilty of this. And make no mistake about it, everything I'm saying from my heart, because I am guilty of this as well. Lance, my man Lance, what's up, brother? How you doing? Strong Island, representing Nabi at Funkarmia. My man Lance Dandridge, been with us from the beginning. I love you, brother. I miss you, man. Fraticide, he says. Yes, that's right, man. We need to teach the young people. That's right. And see, sometimes, you know, you run out of energy yourself. So I'm just saying, I don't know the perfect way to do it. This is just coming from my heart. I think this is what we got to do. Somehow we got to teach and get them to understand to teach others. And that'll make your job easier. If we're spreading peace and love, but you run out of energy, you're going to need some of that energy to take care of you and your own family. So sometimes you just can't give it all away. It can't be done. It's impossible. So we got to pick and choose our spots. But I think the most important thing is that we try. We try. Every time I got all kinds of crazy stuff popping on my screen, which really pisses me off sometimes. But every time we try to put one step and one foot in front of the other in a positive direction, someone else will see that and they will try to do it. And if we all do it enough, like Al Pacino said in that movie, Any Given Sunday, you add all those inches up and we're all doing it together. And we're all going in the same direction. And we are all making sure we're walking towards the power of the one and the light. We can get this done in 2021. I know we can. I believe it. It doesn't matter your race, religion, creed, none of that. We need to be examples. That's right. That's right, Robert. We need to be examples. And all you guys out there watching are total examples. You're examples for me. You're examples for your family. You're examples for your community. And you're an example in our tribe. And this is our tribe. You guys are an example. You've all lifted each other up. There's been times when I see what you guys are saying to each other. I know that comes from a pure place of love. I know it comes from love. I have to move my phone because the sun is kicking in. But I know that comes from a pure place of love. And that's what it's about. If we continue to love each other and support each other and make sure that everybody is doing their thing and you know everybody supports everyone's ideas. Like this idea, you know, it was just an idea that came from somewhere else in my brain. And I was like, okay, I really want to make it happen. As much as I loved being with IBM, I wanted to have my own platform. And I prayed on it and God made that happen. So you guys made that happen. Without people watching and having viewership, there'd be no show. You know, Happy New Year's, Lance. I love you too, brother. We're going to see each other soon. I promise you. I promise you, man. So, you know, whatever your idea is in your head, just make it happen and we'll all make it work together. We can all work together. We can all pitch it together and do things. Again, here we are on Funk from the Front Seat. You know, we got a jam-packed year coming up. We're going to be doing some great things. And I'm praying, you know, we do the Funketeers Ball because I'm going to go live from the Funketeers Ball with the front seat as well. This time I'm going to make sure I have the resources to be there for a few days, whenever that is. And don't forget, you know, we got Afterglow 92416. We're advertising for them, and you know they support what we do. And you know, Benevolent Funk and Otis Hawk, and you know, doing that good stuff with us. And we got P Funk Radio, Robin Circle of the P, and Gabe Gonzalez, and you know Larry Funkster Jones, my main man, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, you know JTRP and Brenda Robinson at P Funk Radio, yo. And we also got Philly Phil hanging out. You know, getting on that funk bus, uncut funk, you know, straight out of Texas, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, my man Tony Cam, you know, and he's going to be sending me some swag that I'm going to be wearing, you know, so that's kind of cool. And Robin, I will wear your Dolphins hat, no doubt. If you send me one, I will wear it. And I still have to get you that track. I didn't forget, you know, I just been like crazy sidetracked, so I apologize for that. You know, so we got a lot of people that we're going to support and that help support what we do on this show, Funk from the Front Seat, on 9 on the Grind TV, which will soon to be on Syndicated Streaming Association Television. So y'all can check that out too. We're going to be doing some serious changing of the guard in Black History Month. All right. And it's for the better. Trust me. Now, that's right, Sonia, P Funk Radio. Yo ho! I love it. I love it. So check it out. I'm going to bring my man right now, Mark Leon, my producer, and director, and we're going to just chop it up, you know, the last 10 minutes or so, because we have to address the elephant in the room. The incoming president, Mr. Mark Lee's radio show, my director, my producer, hanging out. I'm blessed to have him again this year. Thank you, Mark, because I know you're busy, man. So thank you for joining my new platform, 9 on the Grind TV. And Mark, Happy New Year to you, brother. So good to see you. Welcome. How you doing? You all right?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year to you. As you can tell, I still got the Santa Claus thing going on, but like I
I
told you earlier,
see that.
later on this afternoon, I'm going off to see my barber so I can get it trimmed down and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that in a few hours and everything, look a little bit sharper and get rid of the Santa Claus look and all of that. And by the way, you mentioned something earlier that I've got to make some notice about. You were talking about breast cancer, and yes, it is something that the women go through and things along that line. And definitely us guys have to watch out for prostate cancer. But the truth of the matter is I've had a couple of breast cancer survivors on, and they want to remind me that, believe it or not, us guys also need to look out for our chest and be aware of breast cancer as well. So even though it is seen as more of a women's disease, it is one that can impact men as well. So definitely, be sure to check out our chest area as well, because even though it's oftentimes associated more with the women, it is definitely something that can impact our lives as well. So definitely, as we're checking out our body, and that's one of the things that I want to do in the new year is get over there. I know I got an eyeglass appointment already set up for February, so I'm gonna go get my new specs and make sure the division is doing what division is supposed to do. But I need to go see some other doctors and some other healthcare providers. So that's something that I'm planning to do in 2021. And by the way, I definitely want to give a shout out to, and that was one of the ones that you might not have recognized on the banner and everything. But we've got a good friend, Tawana Anthony, and she's got that book Gator Park. So I give her a little bit of a plug as well. So that was one of the banners that ran across was the Gator Park and things of that nature, because she does have that children's book out. And I hope that more people know our new friend, or well, she's been a friend of yours much longer than a friend of mine, but definitely she's got that great book. So I gave her a shout out, as did I gave one to Chrissy Rollins, who I know will be a guest of yours. And of course, I couldn't help but resist and let folks know about Lee Entertainment and the things that I have going on, including the radio that I do as well, the podcast that I do on Monday nights with my good friend Dean Geronimo. So if you saw one that said Blog Talk Radio blogtalkradio.com / 807, that was our website for the podcast on Monday nights. And by the way, your show, including in its new platform, is also re-aired on that platform. So I know that it airs live on Saturday. I have to check with Dean to remember what day he scheduled the re-air, but I think it's like a day or two later that it re-airs on the platform. So we've got Next Level Productions, if I remember the name of the production company that Dean came up with. But that being said, it's definitely going to be great seeing Funk from the Front Seat continuing to air on that platform.
Yo, I told you he was busy. I told you he was busy. Now that's just all the stuff he's part of, not to mention all his other great shows. I don't even see how this brother does it, but yo, he's amazing, man. And like I said, Mark, you're a good friend of mine down here. I only got about 3 in North Carolina. All the rest of my friends are out there, and Funk Fam land. But it's cool, man. And you're one of my funky friends down here, and I love you for that, man. You're a good dude, man. But I wanted to ask you, Dr. Anthony, for you guys that don't know, she'll be on my show as well. Dr. Tawana Anthony, and she's a PhD and child psychologist and mental health, and she's always doing great things. She's from New Orleans, but she's in DC now, doing her stuff, and she's got a new show that's going to be starting on this Monday, I believe it is, on IBM, the other network I used to be with. So, y'all can check that out because we support everybody. So, Dr. Anthony, I love you. Thank you. And I do have a copy of the children's book as well. So, Mark, I did want to ask you, though. So with this thing going on, and we got to touch on this because it's the elephant in the room. What do you think, or how do you think the inauguration is going to go as far as should there be a crowd there or shouldn't there be, or should it be virtual? What do you think?
I have a funny feeling that it's going to be mostly virtual, because I know that definitely, if you even remember when Biden accepted the nomination and everything after he won the victory and everything, he did it in a more closed-in kind of environment. Yes, there were some people that came in. There was like a drive-by kind of celebration and things of that nature. So I think it's going to be a combination of that kind of drive-by celebration as well as virtual. My fear is that the man that lost, the man that currently is sitting there in 1600 and putting a lot of boundaries and things in the way of what should be an easy transition, that he will do something just mad and do like a big event and not even care about people wearing masks and things like that. So even that could lead to a spike. So that's one of my
Yeah.
concerns, is that could happen, is that we could have a great spike, because, you know, there's a lot of folks, and there were a lot of folks that voted for that man. I started to use that I word for him, and I may even still use it, that idiot and everything. But a lot of people did go ahead and vote for him, and I'm afraid that a lot of them will come out and they'll be without masks, and they'll be out without a number of other things, and that could cause a spike. We know that we had a little bit of a spike with the holidays that we just came out of, and we know that there were people even celebrating in New York City. There was not anywhere near what usually would be in Times Square or in places like Vegas or in places like California, but there were celebrations, and a lot of folks might even be impacted by those celebrations. And I know a friend of mine from Las Vegas, she just could not believe that they had the audacity to celebrate on the Strip, and thought that that was not the wisest thing at all. So, like I said,
you're right. In New York, they had like the first responders, so that was cool. But I don't think I think they really did a good job. You know, I think that, like you said, the people that wanted to be out and were going to like buck the system, they were going to buck the system anyway. But for the most part, Sonny said, "Idiot" is putting it nicely. You're right. I think for the most part, people tried, but I too am a bit worried that people are not really up to speed on how to go into 2021 safely, because we've had a year and this hasn't even been like a rehearsal. This was the real thing. We've had over 20 something thousand deaths. Yes. Because of this. People like Sonia and, you know, Mark, and people that I know, Mallory up in Detroit, and a lot of other people on this line that are watching the show work in healthcare. Yeah. So, you know, they know, they see it firsthand, and God bless you guys for doing that. I appreciate all you guys that are doing that. We love you, man. You guys are our real heroes, you know, not those fools in Washington. You guys are the heroes, you first responders, and thank you. But you're right, Mark. People should be upset, you know, and the guy in the White House that's leaving, you know, goodbye and good riddance. If for once he ever wanted to do anything right, if he could ever do one thing, he just needs to go quietly and let the rest of us get on with our lives, because we don't need him. Now, for some reason, he left Florida the other day and came back to D.C. What is that about?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out as well. I'd heard some people speculating that he might say in Florida past the inauguration, but I've also heard some people saying that he might be even planning some sort of alternative inauguration and things of that nature. I've even heard people talking about there being almost like a Jefferson Davis kind of situation where he tries to break off part of his flock into doing their own thing and everything like that. But the last time I checked, it was called the United States. It's supposed to be, you know, us being united and all of that, not the divided states. It's supposed to be the United States of America. And definitely, even when you're talking about that 320,000, that's just here in this country and everything. We can't even talk about how many deaths have been around the world. I mean, it is staggering the amount of deaths that are going on around the world and everything. So definitely, this is a pandemic that we are still in the middle of. I'm hoping that this vaccine is going to work. I'm definitely hoping that we'll see some positive directions with the vaccine, and that we can all kind of have a curtailing of what's going on, and we can get back to some semblance of normal. But I don't think that normal is going to be normal for a while, because like I said, I was even on a Zoom call earlier, and one of the things that was said was, what were people looking forward to 2021? And two of the responses, the top two responses, were definitely getting out and being able to hug some people again. And there was another one that involved touch and being able to communicate with people as well. And I forget what it exactly was, but it was definitely all about trying to, I know what it was. It was being able to see people's face without the mask being on, things of that nature. So those were the top two things that folks wanted to see. There were some other things like about music and some music things that are being expected this year in the Super Bowl and a number of other things. But the top two things, it was mostly women. It was kind of a reinvention space, and kind of like these women getting themselves together and trying to be reinvented and discuss in positive ways that they can do that in 2021. So I want to give my friend Jess Everhart a shout out for putting together a reimagined road trip. That's what the event was called and everything. But that being said, I was just amazed that that's what these folks wanted, mostly women, was they wanted to be able to, like I said, hug people again, and to definitely see the faces again of people that they cared about. And I think that's what a lot of folks wanted, both men and women.
Right. Because I think because we've all lost track of I'm trying to get the sun right. I think because we've all lost track of how to actually interact and talk to somebody that you love without first thinking COVID, you know,
Mhm.
and we need to be wary of violence around the inauguration. Trump has pulled the scab and is pulled off the scab. That's right, Lance. And is, you know, the wound is festering. And I agree with you. Wow, David Brooks says 1.76 million people. You know, that's amazing. Thank you, Brooks, for that. You know, 1.76 million people, and here we are in this country still fighting the mask. You
Right.
know, it boggles my mind. Now, as far as the inauguration goes, I kind of thought that, Lance, as well, because I was worried that one of these crazy people, you know, is going to come out and try to do something and hurt, you know, the people that we just put in. And I'm just going to throw it up and make it bigger than me and put it up to prayer. And I suggest everybody do the same, because some things we just have to throw up to prayer. Because if this happens the way it normally should happen, it should be okay. But we all know we wasn't in normal times, and we're still trying to throw out the rest of that trash in the White House. And, you know, I don't get it. And I don't think the average smart American gets it. And this is not a white or black issue, but we know systemic racism. We know about the Proud Boys. We know about all of that. So hopefully, you know, we could go ahead and just try to move forward. That's right, Lance. Thank you. Amen, brother. Hopefully we could just go ahead and try to move forward, because we have to. We have no choice. We got to get kids back in school. We got to get people back to work. We got to, you know, build back the economy. We got to get our funk on. We got to get, you know, festivals going. We
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be able to record. We got to get people back on Broadway. You know, it was eerie watching Broadway the other night. It was just surreal, you know, knowing that, you know, that's how it should not be. That's right. Robin says, you know, she was fortunate enough to get over it, and you know, she said she'll see her friends after, which is the smartest thing. You know, try to protect yourself, and you know, just be safe. And if you know you know that you possibly exposed to this thing, you definitely need to isolate. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
the tests are pretty much available now. You can get them pretty much everywhere. You know, and the test results come back within 24 hours to 3 days, depending upon where you are. So with this COVID thing, we just got to really, really, really hit our stride and understand that we have a responsibility. We have a I want to say a goal in mind, for all of us to kiss each other and hug each other without the mask. And if we can
Yeah.
reach that goal, then we've done something positive. And it's an individual thing, man. But anyway, man, Mark, yo, it's good to see you, bro.
It's always
2020,
good. It's always
great
good to see you in 2021, looking good and everything, looking sharp as you always do. And definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing some great things in 2021. As I told you on a phone call earlier, I've already claimed, and I'm going to tell everybody this. I've actually put it out here on a couple of platforms that, as far as I'm concerned, the year 2021 is going to be the year of hope and unity. I am claiming it as the year of hope and
hope.
unity. So that is what I'm claiming it is, and I think that that's what everybody needs to have, is those two things: hope and unity. And like, speaking of hope, I'm definitely hopeful. I know that in February last year, you had the pleasure of coming to the film festival that we do at Hayti. This year, it will be a
Yes,
virtual film festival, and
yes.
I'm hoping that by the time that the summer rolls around, that those other festivals that I am very much a part of, whether that's the Eno Festival, whether that's Centerfest, or whether that's the National Black Theater Festival down there in Winston-Salem, that they will actually be live and in person. I know that if there are still fights going on, that we may have to do it virtually, but it's my hope and my prayer that we're able to do those live and in person, because while I've even produced some virtual events, virtual and live are not the same thing. And you as a musician know that in everything. It is always great when we can actually get out there and I can actually interact with the musicians, interact with the film people that I'm involved with, interact with the theater people that I'm involved with, and a number of the other people in the creative and entrepreneurship space, and actually sit there and bond and connect with them in real time and face to face, and not just virtually. I mean, virtual is something that we're going to be dealing with for a while in terms of a way that we communicate, but I can blend that in with the real live in-person stuff. And I personally need to see some more of that live in-person stuff. And that's what I'm hoping for in 21, that we'll be able to see more of the live in-person things.
Thank you, man, for that. And you know, we're going to end on that note because harmony and unity and peace and love is what 2021 has to be about. This has been an amazing first show. I love it, and definitely we're going to get everybody caught up on, and everybody agrees with you, Mark, Robin, and Sonia, and Otis, and yes, the energy is so different. Thank you, Otis. I appreciate it. I love it, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that as much as we can, in our own little special way here on Funk from the Front Seat, we're going to try to bring as many people together as possible. We're going to try to heal as much as we can. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. Love you. I'll see you next week. We're going to try to make sure that we heal, that we bring people together, that we help promote each other's ideas, that we help get everybody's stuff launched. You know, and then once it's launched, then we're going to try to help as many people blow up as possible. And I mean that in a good way. Y'all Funketeers know what that means. You know, because it's important. The funk, and you know, of course, I'm going to end with Keepers. But the funk is something that we all have in common. Everybody is funky in their own little way. It's a state of mind. Everybody on this thread, in this funk family, everybody preaches love. Nothing about anything negative. And that's the beauty of what funk is about. On our platform right now, you know, I'd like to thank everybody. Give yourselves a hand out there. And I want y'all to party with me on the way out the door. I want to thank my producer, Mr. Mark Lee. I want to thank Syndicated Streaming Associated Television that I'm going to be jumping on in February. I want to make sure that I give all the first responders a shout out. Birthdays, anniversaries, I love you. If you lost somebody in your family, know now that you have a guardian angel. Know that they're going to be looking over you. All the people out there around the world watching this show, checking it out. I want you to remember, funk from the front seat, peace, love, and harmony. I love you guys out there. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Our guest next Saturday, we're going to have a multitude because we're going to have the P-Funk ambassadors, Larry Funkster Jones and Robin Denson and George and myself. We all going to come on, and maybe even a special pop in from Mrs. Peppermint Patty. All right, so y'all drop on. After that, we're going to have Chrissy Key Rollins the following week, and we're going to close the month out with Nancy Marie. You know, and we also going to try to get Ricky Vincent on. He couldn't make it today, but we're going to have him on. So that's a little lineup we got coming for January. I love you guys. You guys are great out there. You guys are all keepers of the funk. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. You know, and all that good stuff. We're out there. We're doing our thing. You can check out our website. We got some new music coming out. We're going to end with one of my favorite songs that came out in 2020, and we're going to carry this over into 2021. And I need my roll call. All right, we the keepers. All right. Texas, where you at? Detroit, Motor City, DC, Florida, Georgia, New York, New York, New York, California, New Jersey, what you heard? Staten Island, New York, Strong Island, Queens, Germany, woo! Australia, what's up, Mike? New Zealand, y'all. Yeah, Dubai, India, my man, Ankit. I love you. Utah got some fun. Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, yeah. Oklahoma, Alabama, Tennessee, yeah. Keepers, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, woo! Keepers of the funk. Y'all know how it goes. Get lifted out there. Let's get hype. Get up, get up, get up. And the big C, Cincinnati, Ohio. The Natty's in the house. The Natty's in the house. I love you, Brenda. Woo! Yeah. Get up, y'all. Woo! Keepers of the funk. The power of the one, Bubba. Funk from the front seat. 9 on the Grind TV. Hell yeah. Syndicated Streaming Association TV, y'all. Roll call, where you at? I love y'all. Thank you. Yeah, funk from the front seat. The boogie. Nothing but the funk, y'all. Yeah, baby. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Keep it funky. Power of the one. Nothing but the funk, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Been a great show. Give yourselves a hand. Funk from the front seat on 9 on the Grind TV. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Peace, love, and harmony. And namaste. Are you down with it? I see y'all next time. Woo! Are you down with it?